I guess I'm on a bit of a roll tonight. This is Taxi Vlog 61. 61! Now, I guess I'm having an eventful night. I just finished dropping off someone who is going downtown on a drug run. And she, let's get a little more, how about a little more light? There we are. She was going downtown on a drug run, but that's not what I want to talk about this time. I mean, I guess when I have the camera on me and I've got weird, eventful things happening, then I'm going to make a vlog, I suppose. What happened? I had a trip out into the western communities, and this guy, you know, paid the fare. It was nice. It was a $35 fare, and when I was out there I got another call, and believe it or not, it came back into town. Well, I went and picked up these two people, and I asked, how you doing? And she said, oh, extremely tired. And then they gave me the address, and I thought, oh goody, it's back in town. Now, there are some customers who know how to just push your buttons, you know. This guy asked me if I do flat rates. I said, no, I don't. And he says, well, why not? And I said, if I did flat rates, I'd be ripping myself off. A flat rate is basically you agree upon a point A to point B price. That's not how it works. We go by the meter, we go by the clock. Plain and simple, no ambiguity. What's on there is what you pay. Okay, so he wanted a flat rate, and I said, well, you know, I could give you a flat rate of $40. Would that be okay? He said, no, that's too much. I said, yeah, exactly, but you see, otherwise I'd be ripping myself off. I don't do flat rates. The meter is on, that's it, that's all. I swear this guy must be related to some other customers I've had in the last month. He wanted to put on a radio. And I told him quite honestly, I don't know how the radio works in this car. I just started driving it, and it's got some weird, bizarre touch screen thing that allows you to put the radio on and change the station and go right and left and fade to the back and what have you. Okay. He wanted the radio on. I said, no, I don't know how to do it. He said, well, I'll do it. So what does he do? He leans in right here between the seats. He leaned from the back in between the seats. His body was right here. That was just too much. Fuck off. Somebody's yelling at me or something. Fuck off. Anyway, his body was right here. And here I am going down the highway like this with this guy's body here, leaning over and fucking with the radio. I felt like just giving him an elbow in the ribs, you know, like to get him to fuck off. And meanwhile, I can't concentrate, and he's kind of in my way, so I'm going over the line, you know, and all over the road, but I managed to keep it on the road. He got the radio playing, but it was on the speakers in the front. And I found that really annoying. If anything, if somebody wants to play the radio that bad, I would put it on the speakers in the back. Of course, I didn't know how that worked with the touch screen and everything, and I had to figure it out. So after he had the radio going, I figured it out. Meanwhile, the woman's starting to spaz out. She says, what are you doing? You're scaring me. You're all over the road. You're over the line, blah, 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 blah. You wanted to hear the radio. I mean, you can't do everything. Okay, anyway, he was giving me shit. He says, what are you doing? Tweaking out over the radio? You stoned? You drunk? I felt like saying, look, I'm stopping the car right here. In fact, I did say it. I'm stopping right here. He says, no, you don't have to stop. We want to go home. Okay. Well, you're starting to make me angry here. He says, what, you want to go for it? I said, look, I don't want to go for nothing. This is annoying. I find the radio annoying. I like calm, peace, and quiet. And I find it annoying when somebody is leaning over my shoulder to get to the fucking radio. It's always the fucking radio. I wish there was no fucking radio in the car. In fact, we had cabs at one time that didn't have radios in them. But now they come standard, and you can't take this thing out because it's an integral part of the electronics of the vehicle, and so on and so on and so on. So anyway, I got him where he was going, and that was that. Right away I got a call for a drug run. I've actually had a pretty good night. I'm doing well tonight, except sometimes these fucking people are tweaking out and fucking with the radio, and then they accuse me of doing it. We still paid, gave me a $3 tip after all was said and done. But why do people have to go through the trouble of trying to make you feel like shit? Why is that? I keep asking myself that question. I'm actually not in a bad mood tonight. It's just that when something like this happens, this stress level rises and it starts to get to me. Taxi Vlog 61. Thanks for watching.
Fetwick.
Fetwick. Fetwick. Fetwick. Fetwick. Fetwick.